I'm back, and in a very big way, because July looks very stacked. Let's take a look. Hey everyone, welcome back to the next chapter. My name is Christopher Navo, and I'm going to be your host. If this is your first time joining, thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the content. Today's video is a little late, but it is my July TBR reading plans. And I do call it TBR because I do actually plan to read each and every one of these reads, and I'm really feeling it. There are a lot of buddy reads and read-alongs. Now, what I'll have to do is I will list where you will find where these buddy reads and read-alongs are happening in my description below. I don't want to keep mentioning it every time I talk about a book because it almost is every book I'm going to be mentioning today. Before we get into the books, I want you to check out two brand new Discords that I'm becoming heavily part of. The first one is an unexpected party. This is hosted by, we have 12 booktubers from the class of 2023 on this Discord. There's a lot of numerous activity already going on, something I think for everybody. So I encourage you to definitely take a look at this Discord, again, linked below. The other one I want to mention here is Page Turners. This is also a brand new Discord channel. This is great for people who might also be an author or self-published or traditional, whatever. But there's a lot of other activity on this one as well, put together by Bo Kelly, along with Ty from Ty the Reader Guy, Jord from the Middle of Nowhere, and Troy Knowlton, who is a popular self-published author. So definitely check out these two Discords, again, linked below. Now let's get started with the reads for July. So I do have one carryover from June, and that is The Final Empire, book 1 of the Mistborn series by Brandon Sanderson. This is an initial buddy read with Caleb from Celebrity, and we're just sort of kind of taking our time with it. I think initially we did plan to have it finished in June, but you know, I think things happened for him, things happened for me, and we're cool. We're just both breezed it into July as well, just taking our time with it because, you know, we have a lot of other reads, both of us, that we want to get into. Yeah, we're just taking our time with it. I'm about 3/4 done. I'm not going to share too much in my opinions yet on this read. I'm enjoying it. There's things that I maybe don't understand the hype for, but otherwise I really am all in all enjoying the experience, and yeah, I'll probably continue on with this series. So my big primary focus book of the month of July is going to Gardens of the Moon, book 1 of the Malazan Book of the Falling series by Steven Erikson. A couple of us, class of 2023 booktubers, have been talking about wanting to read this for a while now. Find out what's going on, find out why it has such a large presence in the booktube community. Initially, the group that I was planning to read this with, set in July: Caleb from Celebrity, Colin from Colin's Corner, Usman from Bards and Books, Robert from Punk Rock Cereal Bowl, and I believe Nala from Here There Be Stories is also joining us in this buddy read. And then a little closer, as I got to the month, I found out that Ty from Ty the Reader Guy and Tori from Tori Talks is also getting together with a couple of other friends to read this book as well. So I'm gonna get a bunch of different perspectives of this book, and I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I've already read a couple of chapters in the book as of this recording, and yeah, I'm enjoying the ride, just seeing where Steven Erikson takes me. The man, from my experience, I can tell, is brilliant, and he will reward the reader if you stick with the series. So yeah, really excited to get through the Gardens of the Moon. The Malazan buddy read, at least with the class of 2023, is going to be one book a month. But I will keep you updated if that changes along the way. This next group of 3 books that I have planned are Spiffbo 9 entries. Again, that's the self-publishing blog off hosted by Mark Lawrence. I'm not going to go into very much detail about these books because I just mentioned them in my Spiffbo 9 reading plans. That video is linked above if you want to check out a little more details on the 3 books I'm going to mention here. And those are Becoming a Druid by Mike Molman. This is is another multiple Discord channel buddy read that I have going on. Part of the Readathon, part of the Wizardly Duo Discord. I'm not going to list all the Discords again. Again, I'll have everything well detailed in the description. I have a set of 3 of his books, so if I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it. I'm hearing great things and looking forward to reading this and then probably continuing this series. And then next up, I have The Crew by Sadir S. Samir. I've already started a couple chapters into this book. Did not know what to expect, and humor was maybe one of the last things I did, and it came to us as a pleasant surprise. That's all I'm going to say right now. I don't want to talk reviews or anything like that. I'm enjoying reading this so far, and yeah, this is going to be another check mark off my Spitbo 9 reading plans. And then finally, in this book, as of this recording, I have finished, and that is The Fear of Moncroy by Brian Asher. This is a little more of a darker book with vampires and a little bit of a revenge story. It's a very relatively short novel, so I was able to finish it already for the month of July. Again, I'll save my thoughts for my wrap-up at the end of the month. And finally, to round out my TBR, I have a group of some miscellaneous reads here. The first one, I was looking for a prompt for a standalone book. This worked out really well because the Grimoire Discord, a group of content creators there, are hosting a buddy read of The Lions of Al-Rassan by Guy Gabriel Kay. And that is being hosted by Josh from Red Fury Books, Joanna from Joanna Reads, Theo from The Rekindled Reader, and Laura from Fantasy Awash. I just want to give a quick shout out to Laura. She is also a brand new booktuber, class of 2023, and you can find her on an Unexpected Company Discord channel, so definitely check her out. But yeah, and they opened up their Discord channel on Grimoire to invite other people to join in their buddy raid, and I thought a perfect chance to join in some of those content creators I have not yet buddy read anything with, so I thought it was a great opportunity, and it gives me a chance to dive into some Guy Gabriel Kay, brand new author for me to read. And then next up is my continued manga journey, and that is with Vinland Saga, and this is book 6. Now, I did start Vinland Saga back in January, so yes, needless to say, I'm 1 volume behind. I probably won't have time to read 2 volumes. They do tend to read fast, believe it or not. It is a thick manga book, but I can usually get through this in a day. But I'll probably save maybe August to read 2 volumes of it to just kind of catch up. I am enjoying the second arc to this series very much, and yeah, looking forward to continuing my journey into Vinland Saga. And then last book I want to mention here today is on the Unexpected Company Discord channel. There is a kind of like a small group of us that are also writers, and we talked a little bit about having like writing craft books, and we wanted to do a little bit of intermixing that in with our regular TBRs. And so I believe Robert from Punk Rock Cereal Bowl decided on the War of Art, and the subtitle here, Breaking Through the Blocks and Win Your Inner Creative Battles. And I'm going to actually utilize my writing schedule time to fit in some of this prior to actually sitting down and write. I think it'll really be beneficial. I've been wanting to dive into this myself. I've had it on my shelf for quite a while, and I'm glad that Robert took kind of the initiative and said, let's do it, So, yeah. And, you don't necessarily have to be a writer. I mean, according to this back blurb here, it says, do you dream about writing the great American novel? But it also says, regret not finishing paintings, poems, or screenplays? Want to start a business or charity? Wish you could start dieting or exercising today? Hope you to run a marathon someday. So I think it's just a way of just getting past what makes you stop from taking control of your creativity, your talents. It's going to be a quick, easy read. I'll probably spread it out during the course of the month. Like I said, I'll just probably do a little bit at a time prior to when I sit down to write. So that's my reading list for the month of July. Let me know what you think in the comments of any of these reads. Have you read them? Do you want to read them? Again, links to where these buddy reads, these read-alongs, all of that fun stuff is all going to be linked in the description below. I'll make it nice and easy and organized for you guys to follow. Otherwise, my name is Christopher Navo. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And I hope to see you in the next chapter. Take care. Today's video is going to be just a quick... off to a good start. And that book is Gatehouses of the Moon. No, Gatehouse is next to it. Next book. This is Gardens of the Moon. And we were looking for some writing craft books, and what we came up with was